Okay, so the question says how much stock must be sold to realize rupees 8190 at 1171 by 8. This is a mixed fraction. Brokerage being given as 1 by 8%. Okay, so we need to understand what all values have been given to us. First of all, he's saying that the market price is 1171 by 8, but this includes the brokerage of 1 by 8. So we need to find out the net market value first. Okay, and whenever we get the net market value, then obviously using that we can find out how much stock is to be sold to realize that 8190 rupees. Okay, so let us first of all find out the net market value. Net market value is always given as market value which is inclusive of the brokerage minus the brokerage. Okay, net value, market value with the brokerage minus the brokerage will actually give us the market value without the brokerage, or the pure net market value. So let us put down the value. Market value with the brokerage is given as 1171 by 8 minus the brokerage is 1 by 8. So this is what we have to do first to exactly get the net market value. Okay, if we simplify this particular thing is coming as okay, 117 into 8 we have to do, and plus 1. What this can be, a mixed fraction can be realized into a simple fraction. Simply 117 into 8 plus 1 we have to do. 117 into 8 plus 1, that will be the simplest form of the simple fraction. And if we solve that and finally take it with minus 1 by 8, the ultimate value is coming as 117. So that is the actual market value, the net market value, rupees 117. Now what does this market value of 117 means? Okay, so if the share is of 100 rupees, the market value is 117. But we can write, if the face value of 100 will call for the market value of 117 rupees. This is how we understand the stock. Now, so in this way we can write face value of 1 rupees will cost market value of how much? Obviously 117 by 100. Or we could have done it the reverse way also. What if we try the reverse way to understand? Market value of 117 will cost a face value of 100 rupees. We are doing it the reverse way. Market value of 1 rupees will cost the face value of obviously 100 by 117, the simple unitary method. Now how much is the market value that is available with us? How much we have supposed to realize? We are supposed to realize 8190. So that much is the ultimate market value we have to realize, and we need to know the what is the face value of that. So okay, that's what will be the realized amount. Okay, so market value of rupees 8190 will be how much? Will be simply equal to face value of 100 by 117 into 8190. That is the simple unitary method. Okay, now we need to solve this simple mathematical expression. Okay, if we cut it like that, 117 and 8190, 117 can directly cut 819 by if we say it is 7 times, and then there is a 0, so 70. Then 70 to 100, if you do, the value comes out to be 7000. So that is the market, that is the face value of the 8190 market value. Or in other terms we can say that the stock of 7000 will have to be realized to have a market value of 8190. So that is the right answer, 7000, which is available clearly in option number B becomes the right answer. Now he says Mukul invest his saving partly in 6% stock at 84. The cost of the stock is 84, and partly in 5% stock at 90. The cost of the other stock is 90. To get equal dividend from both the stocks, at what ratio must he invest? So, but basically what they have said, they have that Mukul has got a particular capital. He has split his capital into a certain ratio, and then the first part of that capital is invested in a 6% stock scheme at 84, and the second part is invested in 5% stock at 90 rupees one scheme, and then they both are getting the equal dividend. So we'll follow the same steps. What we'll assume, first of all, because the capital distribution is not given to us, so we'll have to assume that, and ultimately he's asking the same thing, at what ratio must he invest? So we'll begin our question like this, that the ratio is, let's say, x is to y, and then dividend, we'll find out the dividend when the x rupees is invested in the first scheme, and then the y rupees is invested in the second scheme, and then we'll make those dividend equal as equal to as he is given, he is getting the equal dividend, and using that we can easily find out the x and y ratio. So there is a capital that is not mentioned, and we don't require to know that also. Let's say this is distributed in a ratio of x is to y first. Now x is the first part, y is the second part. Now first part, they said that it has been invested at 6% stock at 84. So that means 84 rupees will give you the stock, the income of 6 rupees. So 84 is rupees is giving 6. We can take it like that. 84. So income of 6 rupees will be fetched when invested 84. So income of 1 rupees will be fetched when the investment is 84 by 6. Or we can do it the other way around also. 84 rupees invested, you are getting the 6 rupees as income. So 1 rupee invested, the income received will be 6 by 84. So x rupees invested, the income will be 6 by 84 into x. Income in this case is nothing but the dividend itself. So this is how we can find out both the dividends. So the first dividend is simply going to be 6 by 84 into x is to, by the same technique we can find out the other dividend of y. Okay, y has been invested at 5% stock, so we can take it like that, that 90 rupees invested will give you income of 5 rupees, 5% stock. So income investment of 1 rupees will give us the income of 5 by 90. How much is investment? Y rupees invested will give us the income of 5 by 90 into y. So we can write the income as, or the dividend as, 5 by 90 into y. So this is that particular ratio that is coming. But they say that these two dividend, these are the two dividend values. These two dividend, he said, are equal. So if we are making them equal, then we can easily find out the x is to y ratio. Okay, so y can be brought here in the denominator. So x by y becomes, see, 84 by 6 goes on the other side by doing the multiplicative inverse, and 5 by 90 was already available. Now we are simply need to solve this particular thing. 84 by 90, so we can cut both the numbers by 6. 6 cuts 90 by 15. 6 cuts 84 by 14. Then 5 and 6, so 5 can cut 15 by 3, and 6 and 14 can be written as 7 by 2. Okay, so ultimately if you solve this particular value is coming as 7 is to 9. Okay, 7 by 9 or 7 is to 9. So that is the ultimate required ratio given x is to y is nothing but 7 is to 9. So that is the required ratio that was being asked. Let us say where it is available. X by y is nothing but 7 is to 9. That is the right answer. Now, how much 5% stock at discount can be purchased by investing 900, brokerage being 1%? Okay, so what all values have been given? We have been given the purchase cost. Purchase cost is rupees 900, purchase by investing. So purchase cost is 900. What all we have been given? Discount has been given. Okay, what else has been given? The brokerage of 1% has been given. So discount here is not mentioned. How much 5% stock at discount? So discount is 5 here. Okay, discount value is 5. How much 5% stock at discount 5 can be purchased by investment? So purchase cost clearly becomes 900, discount value becomes 5, brokerage becomes 1. So we can easily use our formula of the amount that is being invested. Okay, the amount can be found out directly by, the formula for amount is a very simple one. Purchase cost divided by 100 minus discount plus the brokerage, and into 100 then we do after that. So if we use this formula, we can put down the values. Purchase cost is 900 given in the question. 100 minus discount value is 5 plus the brokerage value is 1, and into 100. This is what we have to perform. So this becomes 900 divided by 100 minus 5 is 95 plus 1 is 96 into 100. So clearly we need to solve this. We can solve it multiple ways. We can cut down by 4 also, and we can do multiple things. So if we cut down by 4, this is 24, and if we cut down by 4, this is 225. So 225 by 24, can we cut it by 3? Yes, we can cut it by 3. 3 8 ja 24, 3 7 ja 21, 135 ja 15. So 7500 divided by 8, that's what it is coming. So which is equal to, if we calculate it precisely, that value is coming as 937.50. This is what is the value coming. So let us see where it is available. The amount value is coming as 937.50, which is available clearly in option number D. So becomes the right answer from there. Now the question says find the cash realized by selling rupees 2000 at 4% stock at 6 premium, brokerage being 1%. So clearly everything is mentioned. The premium value is mentioned, brokerage value is mentioned, amount value is mentioned. We are just supposed to know the cash realized or the purchase cost, and there is a direct formula that can relate. Okay, so let us use the direct formula. Cash realized or cash realized is also called as purchase cost, is equal to 100 plus premium. Okay, because the stock is available at premium, not at par or not below par, minus the brokerage value divided by 100 into amount. This is how we can find out. Okay, into amount. So let us put all the values that we have. The first of all, 100 plus premium value is given as 6. So 6 minus brokerage value is 1%. So we can just write 1 for that, divided by 100 into amount. How much is the amount value given? Amount value given is 2000. So 2000. Okay, so we are supposed to solve this. This becomes 106 minus 1 is 105 divided by 100 into 2000. Okay, so if we cut them by 5, so this is 21, this is 20. 20 cuts 2000 by 100, and 21 into 100 simply gives you 2100 rupees. So this is the cash realized value or the purchase cost, 2100, which is available clearly in the option D, becomes the right answer from there. Now, the question says, how much money is obtained from the sale of rupees 5000 stock at 125? The share is available at 125 rupees, brokerage being 1%. So clearly all the values are again mentioned. We are supposed to know how much money is obtained. So we need to know the sale realization here. Okay, there is a direct formula when the market value is also given, the brokerage is also given, and the amount is also given. We can have the sale realization or the cost realization formula directly. Okay, so let's apply that value. Let us apply that formula. The sale realization or the money obtained, this is the formula for sale realization or the money obtained, is directly related as amount into market value minus brokerage divided by 100. So this is the direct formula that can be applied here. We have got all the values with us. Amount is clearly mentioned as 5000 into market value of the share is mentioned as stock at 125, that it is available in the market at 125 rupees, minus the brokerage being 1%. Okay, divided by 100. So if we use this calculation, then we can find out this is becoming 5000 into 124 by 100. So clearly we can cut down these zeros, and then we have supposed to do 124 into 50. 120 into 4 into 50 becomes how much? 620, and then 6200. Okay, it becomes 6200. So that should be the right answer. Option C, 6200 becomes the right answer for us. Now, question says Raghav brought rupees 50 shares of rupees 25 at 10 discount. Okay, that is face value is 25. It is available at 10 discount. The number of shares are 50. Everything is mentioned. Find the rate of interest if the dividend is 12.5%. So if the dividend value is 12.5, what is the rate of interest that he is getting over his investment? So clearly, first of all, we need to find out the face value of all the shares. Okay, face value of each share is given, that is 25. We'll find out the total face value. Then using that total face value, we'll find out the total income that is being received, because the dividend percentage is given as 12.5. So clearly we'll find out the total income. Okay, then from that total income, because the stock is available at 10 discount, then we'll find out the discounted income, that is the total discounted income or the total discounted investment, and then over that investment we'll be able to find out what is the rate of interest. So let us do it. First of all, he's saying 50 shares of rupees 25. So the face value is 25. So what is the face value of all the shares? That is 50 shares. We need to find out that is nothing but 50 into share face value of each share, that is 25, which gives you rupees 1250. So this is the total face value of 50 share, 1250. Now let us find out the annual income. Let us find out the annual income. So he's saying the dividend percentage is 12.5%. So dividend is 12.5. So the annual income will be 12.5% of the investment or the face value. Okay, income is always retrieved from the face value. So that will be nothing but 12.5% of 1250. That is nothing but 1250 into 12.5 divided by 100. If you solve this comes out to be 156.25. So this is the total income. Now let us find out the total investment. Why we are doing that? Because investment, the percentage of income over the investment is exactly the rate of interest. So we need to find out the total investment done. So how much is the investment done? He's saying that it is available at 10 discount. So the total investment will be nothing but how many shares are there? 50, and each share is available at 10 discount. So each share is available at 25 minus 10 rupees. So that is the total actual investment. How much is that total investment? 50 into 15, that is nothing but 750 rupees. So this is the total investment. Over this investment, an income of 156.23 is 25 is being received. So what will be the rate of interest? Whatever is the income is of what percent of total investment, that is the rate of interest. So rate of interest is nothing but income divided by investment into 100%. That is the rate of interest. Income is 156.25. Investment is 750 rupees into 100%. That's what we are supposed to solve. Okay, so if we solve this clearly, we can cut down the zeros first. Zeros are gone. 156.25. So we can write down this 156 2.5 divided by 75. If we cut both the number by 5, we can get to the actual value. The actual value is coming out to be 125 by 6. Okay, 125 by 6 is the actual one coming, which can be written in the mixed fraction, because it would have given the value in mixed fraction and decimals also. So 125 by 6, if you try to do in mixed fraction, so 6 2s are 12, and then there is 5 available, so we can write down that as, rather this is 1250 divided by 6. So it becomes how much? It becomes 25 by 6%. Okay, so 25 by 6%, that is the actual rate of interest. Okay, let us find out where is it available. It is available clearly in option number C, becomes the right answer for us. Now, what income will be derived from rupees 7,600 in 3% stock at 5% discount? Okay, each and every value they mention clearly. Income will be derived from 7,000. So that is the total investment, 3% stock. So if you invest 100 rupees, it is the income is 3 rupees, but the stock is available at 5% discount. So if discount is 5%, then the face value becomes how much? 100 minus 5% of 100, that is nothing but 5 itself. That is nothing but 95 rupees is the market value. Okay, market value becomes 95 rupees. So each share being sold out at 95 rupees. Now how many number of share that we have? So total, how many number of share can be found out as? Number of shares that can be found out as nothing but total investment divided by market value of each share or one stock. Okay, so investment is how much? 7,600. Market value of each stock is 95. So this is what we have to perform. We are not dividing this completely because the calculation goes further. That will be saving our time. So this is the total number of share. Each share is fetching how much? Each share is fetching 3% stock. So each share is fetching 3 rupees over 100 rupees face value. So how many shares that we have? We have got these many shares. So total income will be nothing but number of shares multiplied by how much is each share fetching, is rupees 3 over 100 face value share. So number of shares are nothing but 7600 divided by 95 multiplied by 3. Now we can do the calculation part because there is no further calculation required after this. We can cut down this number. 96 goes by 32, and then we can cut down 7600 over 32. We can cut both the numbers by at least 4. So we cut them, 4 8 are 32, and we cut 7600 divided by 4. So this is equal to 1900 over 8. 1900 by 8, if we divide, that value is coming out to be precisely 240. This was 95, not 96. This was 95. Let us do it once again. 7600 divided by 95 into 3. This was the calculation. So 95 need to be cut. So if we cut 95 by 19, 19 5 ja 95, and 19 4 ja 76. So it is 400 by 5. 400 by 5, if we perform, this is going to be 80, and 80 into 3, if you do, this is going to be 240. So we can clearly say that the total income is rupees 240. Let us see where it is available. Available in option number A becomes the right answer from there. Now, he says, find the annual income of Sudhakar by investing rupees 2,25,000 at 6% stock at 120. Okay, Sudhakar's annual income required. Investment, total investment is given. The stock is available at 6%. That's what they have also mentioned. So 6% stock available at 6%. Okay, and then he says the stock is available at 120. 6% is the dividend that he will pay, and the available at 120. So clearly this clearly state that the market value of each share is 120 rupees and it is fetching how much? 6% of the face value, that is 106%, that is 6 rupees. So we can clearly write investment of rupees 120 will fetch how much? 6 rupees. Okay. Now, if investment of rupees 120 is fetching 6 rupees, or we can inverse this also. So we can say income of 6 rupees will come when you invest how much? 120. Okay. So we can say by unitary method, income of 1 rupees will come if you invest how much? 120 by 6 investment. Okay. How much income is required? Okay. We are supposed to find out the total income. Okay. We are supposed to find out the total income. So investment of 120 gave 6 rupees. So investment of 1 would have given you 6 by 120 rupees. If you do this, investment of 1 rupees will give you income of 6 by 120 rupees. Okay. How much you have invested? You have invested 2,25,000. So investment of 2,25,000 will give how much? Simply multiply, because that is unitary method, multiplied by 2,25,000. This is what we have to perform. Okay. So let us cut down the 0 quickly. 0 is gone. 6 cut 12 by 2. So 2, we have to do 2000, rather 22,000, 2,200, 22,500 divided by 2. That's what we have to perform. 22,500 divided by 2 is nothing but 11,250. So that is the income you will receive if you invest 2,25,000. Let us see where it is available. Clearly available in option number C becomes the right answer from there. Now the question says find the cost of purchase. We have got a clear formula of cost of purchase that is being used multiple times, of rupees 2,500, that is the investment given, okay, or the amount given. 5% stock, that is the stock percentage is given. 4 discounts, discount value given. Brokerage is also given. So everything is given to us. We just have to apply the formula of cost of purchase. Okay, so the cost of purchase or the purchase cost formula can be understood as a simple formula, that is amount or the investment, we can say, multiplied by 100 minus discount value plus the brokerage that is to be given to the dealer divided by 100. So this is the simple formula for cost of purchase. Let us put our value. Amount is nothing but the investment given as 2,500 multiplied by 100 minus discount value is given as 4 rupees. So 4 plus the brokerage value is given as 1 by 2. So we'll write 1 by 2 multiplied by 100. So this is what we're going to apply. So if we use this, 2,500 multiplied by 100 minus 4, that is 96, plus half is 96 and a half. So we can write down here 96.5 divided by 100. You can cut down the zeros. So clearly we need to perform 25 into 96.5. If we perform that, that comes out to be 2412.50. 2412.50. That is the actual cost of purchase. Let us see where it is available. It is available clearly in option number C. So becomes the right answer from there. Now, by how much is 15% at 80 is better than 13 1 by 5% at 73? So we need to understand that if the investment is 80, we are getting the 15%, and investment is 73, or the stock value is 73, we are getting the 13 1 by 5%, and we need to compare them. So what will we do? We'll take the investment together. We'll take the stock value together. The product of stock will be the total investment. We'll assume that, and then we'll find out the individual let me say income from first scheme and then from the second scheme, and then we'll apply that to the total investment also, and then we'll be able to compare the dividend received from each and every one, and then we'll be able to subtract. That will give us the how much it is better. So let us assume first thing. What is the first thing? Let's say the total investment, that the total investment is 80 into 73. Okay, this is the total investment we have assumed. Now, let us find out the dividend received from the first scheme, 15% at 80. So we can clearly say that if you invest 80 rupees, you're going to get the dividend of 15. Okay, if your investment is 80 rupees, the dividend or the income is 15 rupees. Okay, now, so investment is 1 rupee. If the investment is 1 rupees, the dividend will be simply 15 by 80. That is a simple unitary method. Okay, but how much you have invested? You have invested 80 into 73. So investment of 80 into 73. So we're going to use what? Unitary method. So dividend of how much? 15 by 80 into 80 into 73. That will be the ultimate dividend. So that is 80 and 80 get cancelled. You get as 50 into 73, 15 into 73. So if you solve this 15 into 73, the product comes out to be 1095. So that is the first in dividend of the first scheme, 1095. We'll keep it aside, first dividend. Then again, let's use the second scheme. Second scheme says 13 1 by 5% at 73. Okay, so if you invest 73 rupees, we can write down here again, investment of 73 rupees will fetch 13 1 by 5%, that is 13 1 by 5% as dividend. So we can write down dividend as 13 1 by 5. 13 1 by 5 can, in the simple fraction, can be written as 13 into 5, 65 plus 1, 66. So 66 by 5. We can write down there. So investment of 1 rupees will fetch how much dividend? 66. Will fetch 66 by 5 divided by 73. That means the 73 will go up. Okay. So this can be written as 66 by 5 into 73. This is how we can write. Okay. Now, how much investment has been done? We have assumed the investment is 80 into 73. So investment of 80 into 73 will give how much? 66 by 5 into 73 into 80 into 73. That will be the ultimate income received or the dividend received. If you solve this, 73 gets cut from 73. 5 and 80 gives you 16. 16 into 66 we have to perform. That is nothing but 1056. So this is the second dividend. Now he asked how much better is the first scheme than the other. So the first scheme is offering a dividend of 1095, second offering 1056. So difference of them will be that particular difference they are looking for. So difference is nothing but 1095 minus 1056. If we subtract, we're going to get to the value of 39 rupees. So that is the betterment or the difference. Let us see where it is available in the option. It is available in the option as option number B becomes the right answer for us this way. Now, Shobha invested in 5 1 by 4% stock at 84. Find the rate of interest obtained by her. Okay. How much she has invested? She has invested 84. The stock is available at 84 and income received is 5 1 by 4%. So we can clearly write 84, investment is 84, will fetch the income of 5 1 by 4% of 100. Always the face value is 100. So 5 1 by 4% in the simple fraction can be written as 4 into 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So in income of 21 by 4 rupees will be fetched from investment of 84. Okay. So if the investment is of 1 rupees, so the income will be 21 by 4 into 84. 84 goes in the divide. Okay, that will be the income. How much is the rate of interest they are asking? So we can apply a direct formula also, or rather we can find out the income on 100 rupees. So if the income is 100 rupees, how much is the if the investment is 100 rupees, how much is the income? So it is clearly going to be 21 by 4 into 84 into 100. That will be the actual income. So how much is that income coming? Okay, so if you solve this, the income is coming 21 cuts 84 by 4. So it is 100 by 16. Okay, 100 by 16 income coming. So 100 by 16 is nothing but 25 by 4. If we cut this, so 25 by 4 can be written as 61 by 4. So 61 by 4 is the income received on 100. So rate of interest is what? Rate of interest is always the income divided by the investment into 100%. Okay, how much is the income? Is simply 6 1 by 4 divided by investment is 100 rupees investment into 100%. Again 100 and 100 gets cut, we get the value as 6 1 by 4%. So that is the actual rate of interest, 6 1 by 4%. Let's see if it is available. It is available in option number C. So it becomes clearly the right answer. Now he says a man invested 14,400. So this is the investment done on rupees 100 shares of a company at 20% premium. So the stock is available at 20% premium. If the company declares 5% dividend at the end of the year, how much does he get? So we need to find out the income. So for finding out the income, first of all, we need to know how many shares we have. Okay, so a number of share can be found out as, how can we find out the number of shares? Is nothing but the total investment divided by a market value of one stock or one share. Okay, so let us find out total investment is how much. Total investment is mentioned as 14,400 divided by market value of one share is nothing but, he says at 20% premium. So face value is 100 and market value is 20% higher. So 20% higher than 100 is nothing but simply 120. So market value of each stock becomes 120. If we solve this, we're going to get the 1440 divided by 12 is nothing but 12 cuts 144 by 12 itself. So 120. So total number of shares bought is 120. Now each share will be giving a dividend of 5%. That is, if the face value is 100, the market value will be the dividend will be 5% of 100, that is 5 rupees. So 5 rupees is being received as an income on one share. We have got 120 share. So total income will be nothing but total number of share 120. Income on one share is 5 rupees. So 120 into 5, that is 600 rupees. So that is the total income, 600 rupees, given in option number D is the right answer. Now he says Saurabh buys rupees 50 share. Okay, so the face value is given as 50 rupees in a company which pays 10% dividend. So the dividend percentage is 10. Each and every value is given. If he gets 12.5% on investment, so rate of interest is given as 12.5%. We can write down here rate of interest is 12.5%. The dividend, okay, the dividend percentage is 10% as given to us. Face value is rupees 50. At what price did he buy the share? So we need to find out cost of one share. So we need to find out the cost of one share. So cost of one share, we can directly use a formula here rather than doing the multiple calculation that will lengthen our calculation. Cost of one share can be found out easily as face value into dividend. Okay, face value into dividend divided by the rate of interest. We can use this formula directly, which can give us the cost of one share. Okay, now let us put down all the values. Cost of one share is 50 rupees into dividend is 10%. So over 100, it is 10. So for it is, so this has to be 50 into 10 divided by rate of interest is given as 12.5. So it is 12.5. Okay, so if we calculate this further, 12.5 and 10, so we can cut this 2.5 cut it by 4, 2.5 cut it by 5, 5 cuts 50 by 10, so it becomes 10 into 4, that is rupees 40. So each share is being costing as rupees 40. Cost of one share rupees 40. Option B becomes the right answer. Now he says Sonu bought rupees 3,200 stock at par. So if the stock is available at par, that means the face value becomes equal to market value, and sold out on its rising to 104 1 by 2. So the selling price is this much. Market value will be equal to cost value only, the face value only, because it is sold at par. Find her profit. Okay, that's what they're asking. What is the profit value? Okay, so let us find out. Okay, what is they saying? So first of all, market value will be equal to face value, as they say. And how much the face value? Face value is always 100 rupees. Okay, so we can clearly write down the market value also becomes rupees 100. So this is the market value of each stock, and they waited for the stock to rise till 104 1 by 2. So the selling price is 104 1 by 2, that is 104.5. Okay, 104.5. So what is the profit on each share? Profit on one share becomes how much? The selling price minus the market value, that is 104.5 minus 100, clearly becomes 4.5 rupees. So that is the market value, rupees 4.5, or 9 by 2 we can say. Now, but this is the profit on one share. How many shares we have bought, that we need to find out. So total number of share, total investment. So number of share can be found out as simply total investment divided by market value of one stock. Total investment is simply given as 3,200 divided by market value of each stock is given as how much? Market value was equal to face value, that is 100. So clearly, if we solve this, the number of shares are 32. Each share is giving you a dividend or the profit of 4.5. So total profit will be simply number of shares multiplied by profit on each share. Total profit will be simply 32 multiplied by 4.5. So if you multiply this, 32 into 4.5 value is rupees 144. So that is the total profit earned, rupees 144, clearly available in option number D becomes the right answer for us. Now it says Find the cost of purchase. So we have got a direct formula for cost of purchase all the time when all the things should be given. So of rupees 1000, since this 1000 is nothing but the amount, okay, or the investment, at 5% stock. This 5% stock is the dividend percentage, which is not in the formula. Brokerage is 1 by 10. So brokerage is given as 1 by 10. Let us use the formula of cost of purchase directly. Okay, cost of purchase, the formula is directly available. That is amount into 100 plus brokerage, 100 plus brokerage divided by 100. Okay, this is what is the formula available. So amount value is 1000 rupees multiplied by 100 plus brokerage amount is 1 by 10 divided by 100 again. If we solve this further, 100 can cut 1000 by 10. So 100 plus 1 by 10 is nothing but 100.1, and 100.1 into 10 give us 1001. So that is the cost of purchase, rupees 1001, which is available clearly in option number C becomes the right answer for us. Now, what income will be derived from rupees 3470 in 4.5% stock at 86 3 by 4? So clearly we need to understand what all things have been given to us. First of all, he says will be derived from, so total investment is 3470. We can write down this as investment is 3470 in 4.5% stock. So dividend percentages or the dividend value is 4.5%, or on the face value of 100, dividend will be 4.5. Stock available at 86 3 by 4. So the market value is 86 3 by 4. So clearly we can say if we invest 86 3 by 4, we can get the value at the dividend of 4.5. This is how we can relate these things. Okay, this is how we can relate these things. So let us do it. So we can write down market value of 86 3 by 4 will fetch us the dividend or the income of 4.5 rupees. Okay, so we can convert these number into simple fractions. 86 into 4 plus 3, that's what we have to do. 86 into 4 is 344 plus 3 is 347. So market value of 347 by 4 rupees is fetching us the dividend of 4.5 is nothing but 9 by 2. This is how we can realize this. Okay, so market value of 1 rupees will fetch us the dividend of how much? So dividend of, we can simply divide 9 by 2 and divide it by 347 by 4 is actually multiplying it by 4 by 347. The multiplicative inverse gets on the multiply side. So how much is the market value? How much is the total investment? Total investment is 3, is given in the question, 3470. So market value of rupees 3470 will realize how much dividend? So dividend of, this is a simple unitary method, 9 by 2 into 4 by 347 into 3470. So this is how we can calculate the further thing. Now let us cut down. 347 is cutting it by 10. Now this 2 can cut this 4 by 2. So 9 2 ja 18, 10 ja 180 rupees. So that is the total income received. Rupees 180 is the final answer which is available. Let us see where it is available. It is clearly available in option number C. Rupees 180 is the final income. Now the next question says a man's net income from 5% government paper is 1225, 1225. Okay, after paying an income tax at the rate of 2%. So we have to pay the income tax also. So always the income tax is reduced from the net income. That's what, that from the income that actually gives the net income. Find the number of share of rupees 1000 each owned by him. So we need to find out that in the same scheme where he has to pay a 2% tax also, if he invest 1000 rupees, how many number of share are owned by him? This is the particular question. So first of all, we have to understand what is the total income that he is receiving with the income tax. Okay, for that we need to find out the gross income. What is the gross income that he's receiving? Gross income is this, they say 5% government paper. That means the stock is available at 5%, and how much he has invested? 1000 rupees. So he'll be getting a dividend of 5% of 1000. So that is nothing but 5 by 100 into 1000. So this is what he is getting inclusive of the income tax. That is nothing but 50 rupees. So 50 rupees is the gross income that he's receiving, but he has to pay a tax of 2% also. So over 50 rupees, he has to pay 2% tax. So what is that income tax? What is that income tax he has to pay on one share? Okay, what is the income tax that he has to pay on one share? Is 2% of 50. So that is nothing but 2 by 100 of 50, which is clearly equal to rupees 1. So he has to pay 1 rupees as an income tax on one share. So what is the net income? Okay, net income that is exclusive of the tax. Net income of one share is simply, one share is simply 50 minus 1, that is rupees 49. So he is actually earning rupees 49 from each share. Okay, now what they say that a man's net income is 1225. So on each share is getting 49 rupees and net he is earning 1225. So what is the total number of share? So total number of share can be easily found out by dividing. Number of share is nothing but net income that he is actually receiving after paying the taxes, divided by income on one share, divided by income on one share. This is how we can find out. So net income is nothing but rupees 1225 as clearly mentioned in the question, divided by income on one share is clearly available as 49. So if we divide this, we are getting the exact number as 25. So that is the total number of share that he has bought. Let us see, it is available in option number C, becomes the right answer. Now the question says find the cost of 300. Okay, we are supposed to find out the cost of 300 rupees 5 shares, the share available at 5 rupees. At market value, face value is 5 rupees, add 75 paise premium. So whenever the share is available at premium, we have to add that premium value to the face value, which gives us the market value. So the market value becomes face value plus the premium amount. Okay, face value is 5, premium is 0.75 rupees, 75 paisa is 0.75 rupees, that is 5.75. This is the market value of each share, 5.75. Cost of 300. So he has purchased 300 such shares. So what will be the cost? If the cost of one share is 5.75, cost of 300 such shares will be simply multiplication, 300 multiplied by 5.75. If we solve this, this simply comes out to be 1725 rupees. So that is the cost of 300 share, which is available clearly in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now, a man holding rupees 5,000 at 4% stock. So clearly the investment amount is 5,000 rupees, 4% stock. So dividend value will be 4% as clearly mentioned. Sells it at 96 rupees. He's selling it at 96 rupees. So obviously 96 rupees will fetch us 4 rupees, 4% stock. Okay, and with the proceeds, so whatever he earns after this first scheme, he invests that on the other scheme. That's what his proceed means. Buy 5% stock at 120. So with that income from the first scheme, he'll be buying another particular stock which is available at 120 rupees. So that then we have to find out the change in his total income. So then we'll be able to find out the net income change. So let us do it step by step. First of all, they are saying available at 96 rupees. So 96 rupees, if you invest 96 rupees, the market value is 96 rupees, you are getting the income as, they say 4% stock. So rupees 4 as the income. So if you invest 1 rupees, how much is the income that you're going to receive? Obviously by unitary method, 4 by 96 rupees will be the income received. How much you are investing? You are investing 5,000 rupees. So if you invest 5,000 rupees, how much is the income that you're going to receive? Obviously multiplied by 5,000, simple unitary method. If you solve this further, 496 cut by 24, 5,000 divided by 24 gives you, let us write not in the decimal form, rather in the simplest fraction form, on simple fraction form only, that is 625 by 3 rupees. So this much will be the, let us say the income that he earns. Okay, so that is the income that is earning in the first case. He's investing this particular income to the second case. What is the second case? Second case says proceeds buy 5% stock at 120 rupees. So 5% stock of 120 rupees they are buying. So how many shares are being bought? He invested 5,000 rupees. So first of all, let us find out the number of shares. Okay, the share is available now at 120 rupees. So number of share will be the total investment is 5,000 divided by market value of each share, that is 5,000 by 120. These many number of share that they are buying, and each share is giving 5% stock, that is 5% of the dividend. So 5 rupees value. So the dividend is 5 rupees on one share. So what is the total dividend? So total dividend is nothing but 5 times the total number of shares, that is 5,000 divided by 120. Okay, and this particular total dividend is actually equal to the proceed or the income received from the first scheme, that is 625 by 3. That's what they say. So let us equate them and then we'll be able to find out the net change. Okay, total dividend in this case is received is 5 into 5120. If we cut down these numbers, we can get to the final value 5 into 500, that is 2500 divided by 12. If we cut down this again coming equal to 625 by 3. So if we compare these two things, the total dividend from the second scheme is 625 by 3 and income received from the first scheme was also 625 by 3. So you can easily see that there is no change. Okay, income received from both the scheme is same. So we can simply write the answer is option number A, no change. Now, in the next question, they say how much stock should be sold to realize 1200 rupees from 5% stock at 5 discount, brokerage 1%. So all the values have been given, investment have been given, the dividend percentage have been given, discount value has been given, and brokerage all value also given. We are supposed to find out the amount of stock. So clearly we note the formula. Okay, amount of stock can be related as we have used this formula multiple times in the test itself. Amount of stock is simply equal to cash realized, okay, or the purchase cost is same cash realized divided by 100 minus discount plus minus the brokerage value into 100. This is the simple formula. So let us put down all the values. Cash realized is the cash realized cost given is 1200 rupees as given in the question, divided by 100 minus discount values given as 5 rupees minus brokerage values given as 1% into 100. So clearly we need to solve this particular thing. If we solve this becomes how much? 1200 divided by 105 minus 1. 100 minus 5 minus 1 is nothing but 94 into 100. So clearly we need to solve this. We can cut down this by 2 easily. So it becomes how much? So it is somewhere close to 47 and this is 600. So clearly we need to solve this. 600 into 100, that is simply 6000 divided by 47. So clearly we need to find out this division. This can be done manually itself. So we can find out the numbers as 1276.59. So that is the amount or the investment amount of stock or the investment that is clearly given as 1276.59. Let us see where it is available. It is clearly available in option number B. So becomes the right answer for us from there. Now the question says, which is better, a stock 8% at 175 or 5% at 106? So we have to compare these two schemes. In the first scheme, he says the stock is available at 8%, that the dividend value is 8% at 175 and the market value is 175, and the other scheme says 5% dividend being offered on each share and the market value of the share is 106 rupees. So we have to compare. So how we do this? We first of all find out the total investment. Total investment we do by multiplying both the stock values, the market values, and then we try to compare one by one on both the schemes and find out the dividend received from both the schemes on that very investment of ours, and then we compare them and then we can be able to find out whichever is will be offering us higher dividend will be a better scheme. So let us do it this way. Let's first of all assume that the investment is equal to 175 into 106. That is the product of both the market values of both the schemes. That this is the investment. So now then let us go to the first scheme. First scheme says 8% stock at 175. That means if you invest 175 rupees, you're gonna get a income of 8 rupees. Okay, 8% of 100 is 8 rupees. So if you invest 1 rupees, then how much will be the income? Is obviously going to be 8 by 175 rupees. This is a simple unitary method. How much is your total investment? Total investment is this much. So if we go with the unitary method, investment of 175 into 106 will fetch how much income? So that will be clearly multiplying it by the same thing, 8 by 175 into 175 into 106. Clearly we'll have to multiply. If we multiply this, we can get to the final value, that is 8 by 17 into 106. Okay, 8 by 8 into 106 rather. 8 into 106 value is simply 848. So this is the income received from the first scheme. Okay, then we'll leave it like that and we'll go to the second scheme and we'll find out the income from there also. In the second scheme, what is being offered? 5% at 106. That means if you invest if you invest 106 as the market value, you're going to receive the income of 5 rupees over the face value of 100. So clearly we can say income of 5 rupees being received, income of 5 rupees being received with 106 as the investment. So if the investment would have been 1 rupees, the income would have been 5 by 106. This is how we can write. How much is the total investment? Total investment is the product of both the things. So that if the investment becomes 106 into 175, that is our total investment. The income received from this scheme will be simply the product 5 by 106 into 106 into 175. That will be the total income received. We can cut these number. 170 into 5 we have to perform. That value is equal to rupees 875. So clearly we can understand that the dividend received from the second scheme is 875 rupees, whether the dividend received from the first scheme was 848. So which dividend is higher? Is the second scheme dividend. So obviously second scheme is better. Which is the second scheme? The second scheme is 5% at 106. So that is the right answer, which is available clearly in option number B becomes the right answer for us. Now it says which is better investment? 4% at 130, 2.5% at 80, and so on. We have to compare all. So clearly, whichever particular investment will be giving highest rate of interest will be the better investment. So for that, we need to find out the rate of interest. Rate of interest is nothing but the dividend received divided by the market value of each share into 100%. This is the rate of interest, or we can say it as income over investment also. We can also write this formula as income over investment into 100%. We can write it this way also, whichever way we can understand. So let us do one by one for each and every scheme. We're going to do for first, second, third, and fourth and find out the required percentage, and then we'll compare them. The first one is 4% at 430. So clearly the dividend received is 4 rupees over 100 as a face value, divided by how much is the investment done is clearly 130. So 4 by 130 into 100%. This is the first thing. If we calculate precisely this becomes 3 1 by 13%. This is the first scheme rate of interest that we get. Second scheme, 2.5% of 80. So 2.5 is nothing but 2.5 divided by 80 as the investment into 100%. If we do, so this value precisely come as 3 1 by 8%. That is the second rate of interest. Third one, the same way, 3 by 98 into 100%. If we solve, this comes out to be 3 by 49% after the calculation part. And the last one, if we do the 3.5% is nothing but 3.5 divided by investment is 110 into 100%. If we calculate this is coming out to be exactly equal to 32 by 11%. So these are the four rate of interest that we have to compare. If we compare it precisely, 1 by 13, 1 by 8, 3 by 49, which is highest, that will be the better scheme. So obviously 2 by 11 is the highest value out of all those fractions. Okay, 2 by 11 is the highest value. So the fourth scheme is the better scheme or the best scheme out of all the options available. So clearly option number D becomes the right answer for us. Now, find the market value of 5 1 by 4% stock in which an income of rupees 756 is derived by investing rupees 14,976, brokerage being 1 by 4%. So each and every value has been given to us. What are those values? The dividend percentage is 5 1 by 4%, which can be written in simple fraction as 4 into 5 is 20 plus 1, 21 by 4%. And in which an income of rupees 756, so income is also given or the final dividend is given, investment or the total amount investment is also given, and brokerage is also given as 1 by 4. So these are values that we have got. Now let us find out the market value first. First of all, we'll find out the market value of each share, and then we'll subtract that the brokerage value from the market value. That will give us the net actual market value. So let us first of all find out market value with the brokerage. So let us have a sign of B here. Market value with the brokerage can be found out. First of all, we have got investment divided by the income. So that will be the investment divided by income into what is the percentage rate of stock is 21 by 4. Okay, so why we did this? Because on face value of 100, we could have done it like this: income of 21 by 4. We can do it like this: income of 21 by 4 is being fetched when the market value is 100 rupees, and there he's saying income of 756 is being fetched when the market value is 14,976, or we can say when the market value is 14,976, the income is 756. So income of 1 rupees will be fetched when the market value is 14,976 divided by 756. So this is what will be the income of 1. How to fetch income of 1, and the dividend percentage is given as 21 by 4. So this is the income of 1 share, and income of 1 share is 21 by 4. That's what we multiplied this by 21 by 4, because this 14,976 divided by 76 is actually giving us the number of share. Okay, number of share is nothing but total investment divided by total incomes. Okay, income from all the shares. So that is the number of share, and each share is offering you 21 by 4 as an income. So total income is received as, total market value is received at what is 14,976 divided by 756 into 21 by 4. That is the income received from one particular share. Okay, if you solve this further, you can get to the value. So clearly the numbers can be cut, and we can simplify this. After simplifying, we're getting the value as 104. So that is the market value of each share, but this includes the brokerage. Now we have to subtract the brokerage from it. Brokerage on each share was 1 by 4. So this is what we have to give to the broker. So what is the net market value without the brokerage, or the actual market value is nothing but the market value with the brokerage minus the brokerage value. So if you subtract this value comes out to be 103.75 rupees. So that is the net market value, which is the right answer, which is available clearly in option number B. So becomes the right answer from there. Now, the question says, by investing in a 7.5% stock at 165, one earns 900 rupees. Find the investment made. Okay. So this is the situation given. What are they saying? 7.5% stock. Okay. 15 by 2. So this much is income is retrieved when you invest stock at 165. So the market value of stock is 165. The income received is 15 by 2. And the total earning is 900. That we'll find out later. So we can clearly write down here income of 15 by 2 rupees, that is 7.5 is nothing but 15 by 2, is received when you invest how much? When you invest 165 rupees, because the market value of each share is 165 rupees. So income of 1 rupees will be fetched when you invest how much? 165 divided by 15 by 2. Okay. Now, this can be written as 165 into 2 by 15. This can be written like this. This much particular investment is required. How much they are earning? They are earning 900. So income of 900 will be received when you have to invest. Let's use the multiplication. Let's use the unitary method into 900. Okay. So need to solve this particular thing. So 15 can cut this. 15 6 are 90, 60, and 60 into 2 is 120, into 165 we have to perform. Okay, so we are supposed to perform 120 to 165. That is nothing but equal to 19,800. That is the final, we can say that is the final income of final investment required to receive 900 rupees as the income. So this is the final investment, 19,800. It is available clearly in option number C, becomes the right answer. Now we have got a question. Raghav invested rupees 83,415. So this is the total investment given to us to purchase equity share of a company at the marked price, that is 250 rupees. So that is the market value, through a brokerage firm charging 0.5% brokerage. So he has to give a 0.5% brokerage of each stock to the broker also. So we'll have to reduce that value first. And charging, okay, the face value of share is rupees 10. So each particular share is costing of rupees 10 as the face value. How many share did he purchase? So what we'll do, we'll first of all find out the brokerage on each share. Then we'll add that particular brokerage to the actual market value, and that will be the total payment to be made to the broker. And the total investment is also given. Then we'll have to what will you do to find out the number of share? Total investment divided by the net market value of each share. That will give us the total number of share. So let us do it. First of all, he says there is a 0.5% brokerage. So brokerage on one share, we can write down this brokerage of share. Brokerage of one share is nothing but how many is the brokerage is 0.5% value of particular share is 250 rupees. So 250, 5% of 250 we have to find out. So 250 into 0.5 by 100. This is what we have to do. We can cut down this 0 and this goal lies there. If you solve this further, this value comes out to be 1.25 rupees. So this much is the brokerage on each share we is to be given. Now, what is the total cost of purchase of one share? Cost of purchased, because we have to give this brokerage also. The cost of purchase of one share become how much? The market value was 250. How much we have to also give extra to the broker is 1.25 rupees per share. So how much is the cost of cost of purchase of one share becomes 251.25. This is the cost of one particular share. Okay, that is to be purchased. What is the total investment done? 83,415. So number of share will be simply the total investment divided by total cost of purchase of one share. That will be the total number of shares bought. Let us do it. The investment is 83,415 divided by one share cost 251.25. So clearly we have to perform this particular division. If we do it precisely, we are getting the final value as a whole number called as 332. So these many number of shares have been bought. 332, it is available clearly in option number C. To become the right answer from there. Now, find the cost price of rupees 100 at 7% discount when the brokerage is 1 by 4. So clearly we can use a direct formula of cost price or the cost of purchase of one share. Okay, so let us write down the formula first. Cost of one share. Okay, cost price of one share or purchase cost we can also write. Cost of one share is simply given as the market value minus the discount value plus the brokerage value. This is the simple formula for that. Okay, so let us put the value rupees 100 minus discount value is 7% discount. 7% discount on 100 rupees is again becoming 7 itself, plus the brokerage value is 1 by 4 per share. So 1 by 4 on one share. So this is the final value. 100 minus 7 is nothing but 93 plus 1 by 4. So it becomes equal to simply 93.25. So that is the cost of one share. That is 93.25. That is the right answer available in option number A. Now it says Mrs. Poonam received 2,86,848 after selling shares of a company at the mark price of 720. So each share is being sold at rupees 720 through Sher Khan Limited with the brokerage of 0.4%. So whatever is the market price, the brokerage is also to be paid. So we'll have to find out that brokerage value also. So we'll have to find out that. So brokerage of 0.4% is given. So we'll find out 0.4% of the market price. That will be the actual brokerage value, and that brokerage value has to get subtracted from the final, and that will be the net selling price. And then if we divide investment by the net selling price or the income by the net selling price, then we can get the total number of share that they asked. Find the number of share he sold. So let us do it one by one. Let us first of all find out the brokerage value. He says 0.4% brokerage. So how much is the market price of one share? So we are finding out the brokerage of one share. One share's market price is 720 and 4%, 0.4% brokerage is to also be to be paid. So 720 into 0.4 by 100. This is what we have to perform. So at zero cuts, let us not cut this 0 because this will help us finding out the 4. So this can be written as 720 into 4 by, rather not 720 here. 0 is gone. 72 into 4 by 100. This is what we have to do. So 4 cuts the 100 by 25. So it becomes 72 by 25, which is precisely coming as 2.88 rupees. So this is the brokerage of one share, 2.88 rupees. So what is the selling price now? Selling price is nothing but the market value of one stock minus the brokerage value, because brokerage is also to be paid to the broker. How much is that become? Selling price is the market value is 720 minus the brokerage value is 2.88. That becomes equal to 717.12 rupees. So this is the actual selling price of each share. How much is the income received? 2,86,848. So clearly the number of shares will be easily found out as number of shares will be simply what? The income received divided by selling price of one share. Okay, income received divided by selling price of one share. Okay, total selling price. So total selling price how much? 2,86,848 divided by selling price of each share is 7.7.12. If we divide this precisely, we're going to get to the value as rupees, we can get to the number as 400. So these many number of share have been bought by Mrs. Poonam's. 400 is the number of share. So that's what is the right answer, clearly available in option number A. Now, by investing rupees 1,380 in 5%, 5.5% stock, a man obtained a yearly income of rupees 66. Find the market value of the stock. So, what all things have been given to us? Clearly, the so clearly we can see here the market value of each share is to be found out, and they have mentioned investment. Total investment is also given 1,380. 5%, 5.5% is the discount, is the dividend available on each stock, and income of 66 rupees being received. So we can clearly write down income of 66 can be fetched if you invest how much? 1380, 1,380. So if you go by unitary method, income of 1 rupees can be achieved if you invest how much? 1,380 divided by 66. That is the simple unitary method. So 1 rupees can be fetched if you invest 1,380 divided by 66. So how much is the income offered from one stock is 5.5%. 5.5% can be converted into the simple fraction as 5 into 2, 10 plus 1, 11 by 2. So that is the actual dividend received on one share. So clearly the market value can be found out as, market value is nothing but 1,380 divided by 66, that is the income, into 11 by 2, that is the dividend received from one stock. If we solve this further, 11 cut 66 by 6, and then we can cut 6, we can cut this 1380 by 2, which gives us a precise value of rather 690 over 6. And if we simply simplify this further, this is coming exactly as rupees 115. Okay, so that is the actual market value of one stock, 115 rupees. It is available clearly in option number B. So becomes the right answer for us. Now, how many shares of market value 25 each, market value is also given, can be purchased for rupees 12,750. So investment is given as 12,750, market value is given as rupees 25, and brokerage being 2%. So 2% brokerage is also to be calculated. So first of all, we need to find out the purchase cost of one share. Okay, cost or purchase cost of one share we'll find out, and then we'll divide the investment by this cost of one share. That will give us the number of shares simply. Okay, so let us find out the cost of one share first. Cost of one share is nothing but the market value uh, plus how much is the brokerage. Okay, market value plus the brokerage, that is the actual cost of one share. Market value is 25 rupees as mentioned, plus brokerage is 2%. So we need to find out 2% of the market value, that is 25 itself. Okay, if we solve this, this comes out to be 25 plus 25 cuts 100 by 4, 2 by 4 is nothing but 0.5. So 25 plus 0.5 is nothing but 25.50 rupees. So this is the value of particular cost of one share. Cost of one share is 25.50. Now the number of share can be simply found out now as, number of share is nothing but total investment made divided by cost of purchase of one share. Cost of purchase of one share, that will actually give me the total number of shares that we bought. Okay, so investment is given in the question itself, 12,750 divided by cost of purchase. We just found out cost of purchase of one share is found out as 25.50. So if we divide this particular expression, we can increase 10 over 127500, and then we can remove the decimal part of it. It becomes like this. Now we can cut down both the number by 5. If we cut it, 5 5 ja and 5 1 ja, when counted like 5 2 ja 10, then 2 remains, 5 5 ja 25, then 2 remains, 5 5 ja 25, then 00. So it becomes 25500 by 51. 51 can cut 255 simply by 5. So the number of shares are coming simply as 500. So number of shares are coming simply as 500. So these many shares have been bought. So it is available clearly in option number C, becomes the right answer for us. Now, money is worth 5%. What should be the price of 6% stock? So if the money is worth 5%, we can understand that as if the face value is 100, the dividend received will be 5%. If the face value is 100, the dividend received will be simply 5%. So we can write down face value of 100 will give us the dividend of 5 rupees. This is how we can find out. Face value of 100 will give us the dividend of 5 rupees. Or if we do the reverse way, dividend of 5 will give us the face value of 100. So dividend of 1 will give us the face value should be 100 by 5. How much dividend is offering? What should be the price of 6% stock? So dividend offered is 6% now. So dividend of, for having a dividend of 6, that is the income of 6 rupees, how much should be the investment or how much should be the market value? So that is 100 by 5 into 6 by the simple unitary method. If you solve this further, 100 by 5 is nothing but 20. 20 into 6 is nothing but 120 rupees. So if you have a market value of 120 rupees, then only you will be able to find out that you will be able to achieve the 6% stock. So the right answer becomes simply rupees 120 as the market value. Now the question is, Ms. Anita brought the shares of XYZ company which has a face value of rupees 100. Okay, so the face value of each share is already given 100 rupees. The company declared a dividend of 15%, so that a dividend percent is also available, that is 15%. Okay, and Mr. Dinesh's rate of return on the investment was only 12%. So rate of return is also given. At what market price did he purchase the share? There was no brokerage involved. So clearly the rate of interest is also given, rate of dividend is also given, and you can easily see that the face value is also given. We are supposed to find out market price of it. So what we can do this to solve this particular question is, then first of all, we'll be able to find out the dividend on each share. Okay, as it is given 15%, face value is 100 itself, so clearly it is 15 rupees only, but we can use this by formula also. So we'll be first of all finding out the dividend on one share. Then using that dividend on one share, we'll be finding out the rate of interest. Okay, because the rate of interest will include purchase price of each share, that is the market value of each share, and then that particular rate of interest will be equated to the rate of interest that is being received, that is 12%. So if we'll be able to equate both these three things, then that unknown market price can be calculated. So let us do it step by step. First of all, we'll be finding out dividend on one share. Dividend on one share, we can do it directly also, and we can do it by using the formula also. See, he's just said face value of 100 and dividend value is 15%. So clearly the dividend on one share is 15% of 100 only. Or we can do it by formula also. Dividend on one share is always given as rate of dividend divided by 100 into face value of each share. We can do it by this way also. So rate of dividend is clearly given as 15% divided by 100, and face value of each share is also mentioned as 100 itself. So this is again coming out to be 15 rupees only. So dividend on each share is rupees 15. Now, if we want to know rate of interest, okay, rate of interest of rate of return, that rate of return is given by dividend on one share divided by purchase price of one share, or the cost of purchase of one share. We can write as purchase price or cost of price of one share into 100%. Always the rate of interest is income over investment into 100. We can also write this formula as income over investment into 100%. So that's what it is. Dividend is income itself. Cost of purchase is nothing but the investment itself into 100%. So we can use this formula. We already know the dividend on one share. So it is 15 divided by cost of purchase of one share that we don't know. Okay, cost of purchase of one share we don't know, and the cost of purchase is obviously the market value itself, because the brokerage is not there. So cost of purchase easily equal to market value only, and there's no discount also. So the cost of purchase is nothing but market value into 100%. And this very rate of interest, already he said that he received 12% as the rate of interest. So we can clearly equate this value to be 12. So let us equate this value to be 12. This will give us the cost purchase of one share. Let us create the formula of cost of purchase first. Cost of purchase will go on this side and 12 will come this side. So we can write down cost of purchase of one share. This cost of purchase of one share is nothing but the market value of one share only, because there is no brokerage and no discount involved. So market value of one share will become 12 will come in the denominator. So it has to be 15 by 12 into 100. Let us simply solve this particular thing. So 15 by 6, you can cut this 12 by 4, 3 4 ja 12, 3 5 ja 15, 4 can cut this 100 by 25. So 25 into 5, that is the market value of each share. 25 into 5 is nothing but 125 rupees. So that is the actual market value of each share that has been bought. Okay, so that is available clearly in option number C. So becomes the right answer from there. An automobile company has issued 60,000 shares. This is the number of share given of par value of rupees 10 each. So the par value is also given. So we can understand that the total number of share are 60,000 and being sold at par. At par is always when the market value is equal to the face value itself. So we can write down the market value of each share is rupees 10. The company declared a total dividend of 72 lakh rupees. So total dividend company gave was 72 lakh rupees. Find the rate of dividend paid by the company. So first of all, we need to note the formula of rate of dividend or rate of interest. That is nothing but the total dividend divided by total cost of purchase, or the total market value also we can say, into 100%. This is how the rate of dividend is given. So in this situation, we'll find out dividend is also already given to us as 72 lakh. We'll find out the cost of purchase of all those shares. So cost of purchase of all those shares can be simply given as, see, there are number of shares getting multiplied by cost of purchase of one share. That will be the total cost of purchase that is required for this particular equation. Total cost of purchase of one share. Okay, so let us put down the values. So total cost of purchase, number of share is as given as 60,000 shares, multiplied by cost of price of one share is at par, that is 10 rupees itself, into 10, that is nothing but 60,000 is the total number of share, and at par it is available at 10. So it becomes this was 7 lakh 20,000 rather, 72 lakh 7 lakh 20,000 rather, and this will become equal to 72 lakh. So cost of purchase of one share is 60,000 into 10, that is nothing but 6 lakh rupees. 60,000 into 10 is nothing but 6 lakh rupees. So this is the cost of purchase of each share. Now let us find out the rate of interest. Let's put the formula. Rate of interest is total dividend was 72 lakh rupees divided by cost of purchase of one share is nothing but 6 lakh rupees into 100%. So clearly we need to solve this particular mathematical expression that will give us the rate of interest value. Let us cut down the zeros as much as possible. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So 72 into 72 divided by 6. If you do 72 divided by 6 is nothing but 12, and 12 into 100, if you do that, becomes equal to 1200%. So that is the actual rate of interest being offered by the company, 1200%. Let us see where it is available. It is clearly available in option number D, so becomes the right answer for us. Now find the cash realized by selling rupees 2000, 4% stock at 5 discount, brokerage 1%. So all the values have been given to us. Cash realized by selling rupees 2000. So clearly the amount is also given to us. Amount or the investment is also given to us 2000. 4% stock. 4% stock is nothing but a dividend percentage, and dividend percentage is also given. Discount value is also given 5 rupees. Brokerage value also given as 1 rupee. So clearly we can have the formula of cash realized. The formula of cash realized can be directly used for this particular situation, which is nothing but 100 minus discount minus the brokerage value divided by 100 into the amount. So this is the simple formula for cash realized. Let us put down all the values. We have got all the values with us. 100 minus discount value is 5, minus brokerage value is 1, divided by 100 itself, multiplied by the amount is nothing but 2000. Okay, we need to solve this. If we solve this further, we can get to the values. Zeros is cutting like this. So 100 minus 5 is 95, minus 1 is 94. So it is 94 into 20. That's what is the value become, which is nothing but equal to 188. So that is the final value of cash realized, 188 rupees. It is available clearly in option number C, becomes the right answer. How much 5% stock at 5 premium can be purchased by investing 1200 rupees, brokerage 1%. All the values have been given to us. 5% stock means dividend is 5 rupees over 100 face value. 5 premium value is also given. So that means the stock is available higher than the face value of 5 rupees. And total investment, all the amount is also given 1200 rupees. Brokerage value is also given 1% or the 1 rupees itself. We can take it at. Now we can directly use the formula of amount. The formula of amount can be directly implied here. Amount is nothing but cost of purchase, or we can write down as purchase cost itself, divided by 100 plus premium plus brokerage. That is the simple formula. Brokerage into 100. This is the simple formula for amount. Let us put down all the values. Purchase cost is nothing but the investment, that is 1200 rupees, divided by 100 plus the premium value is already given as 5. So we can write down 5 here, plus brokerage value is given as 1. So we can write down 1 here, and into 100 is also to be performed. So if we simplify this mathematical expression first, this becomes 1200 multiplied by 106 into 100. So we are supposed to simplify this. When we simplify this, this value is finally coming as 1132.07. So that is the final amount. 1132.07 rupees is the final amount that is being asked in the question. That is available clearly in option number B. So it becomes the right answer from there. Question is, find the interest amount obtained by Mr. Swami if he invests 12.5% stock. So clearly the dividend value is 12.5 over a face value of 100. Okay, of stock of rupees 100 each. So the market value is also 100. 0.17 discount. So discount value is also given to us with a brokerage of 3 by 4 per share. So the brokerage value is also given to us. All the values have been given to us. We are supposed to find out the rate of interest. So rate of interest can be found out by, so let us write down the formula of rate of interest, that is found out by the dividend or the income divided by the total investment. Dividend or the income divided by the total investment, or we can write down that as market value or the cost of purchase of one share into 100%. This is how we find out the rate of interest. So clearly we need to know the dividend. So dividend can be found out over there. He says 12.5% stock available at 12.5% stock available at uh, stock at 100 rupees. So clearly the face value can be written as simply 100, or this is available as market value also. 100 rupees is the market value. So now let us find out the investment. Investment can be given simply as the market value minus the discount value plus the brokerage value. This is the value of investment that we can find out. We can call it as market value also. So let us find out that value. So it is nothing but 100 minus discount value is 0.17 plus brokerage value is 3 by 4. 3 by 4, if we take down that as percentage, that is nothing but 0.75. Okay, 75 over 100. So if we solve this further, this becomes 100 minus 0.17 is nothing but 0.83 plus 0.75. If we add these together, okay, and that is to be subtracted from 100, 100. So 100, that is nothing but 99.83 plus 0.75, and the value finally becomes 100.58. So that is the investment done. Okay, 100.58. Now we can go back to the rate of interest formula. Dividend is already there with us, 12.5 rupees. That is the income of on over the face value. Face value is 100 itself. So if you put the values of all these things here, dividend is 12.5 divided by investment is 100.58 multiplied by 100%. So if we solve this particular expression first, 12.5 into 100 is nothing but 1250 divided by 100.58. We need to simply divide it manually, step by step. If we divide it manually, clearly the rate of interest is coming out to be 12.43%. So that is the final answer. Rate of interest is nothing but 12.43%, which is clearly available in option number A, becomes the right answer for us. Now the question is, find the cost of purchase of rupees 3000, 5% stock at 5 premium, brokerage being half percent. So clearly let us understand what all values have been given. The investment value is given as 3000 rupees. 5% stock, that is the dividend, is 5%, that is 5 rupees over a face value of 100. And stock is available at 5 premium, that is it is available more than face value, and premium value is given as 5 rupees. Brokerage is also given as 1 by 2. So these are the values given to us. What are we supposed to find out? Cost of purchase. So we have a clear formula of cost of purchase. That is a very simple one also. Cost of purchase is given as amount or the investment into 100 plus premium plus brokerage divided by 100. So if we solve this, this becomes 3000 into 100 plus 5 plus 1 by 2 divided by 100. So if we solve this further equation, this becomes 3165. So that is the actual cost of purchase. 3165 is available in option number A becomes the right answer for us.